What's up? What's up? What's up? Who's up with me? Who's up with me, man? Who's up on the late night? What y'all up to, man? On Pat, peace, brother. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, my brother. Oh, man, I love London, man. I can't wait to come back to London. What's good? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, man, I can't wait to Low Shack, what up? Watching This Always Sunny. That's a pretty funny show. I never like watched it like regularly, but every time I watch it, I laugh. It's funny. Yep, I've been to London like 3 times. Always with my homie R.A. the Rugged Man, Jazz Cafe. I've been to London. I've been to Bristol. I've been to Leeds, Penzance. About to crash, man. Y'all some lightweights, man. Toronto checking in. Oh, you out there in Toronto? Oh, what you in the mood for, Jess? What are you? What kind of movie you in the mood for? I watched. What did I watch last night? I watched something that kept my attention last night. I can't remember. Comedy. What's a good comedy on Netflix? I would have to look at Netflix. See, I'm real particular about my comedies, man. Like my comedies got to be good. Let me look it up. Okay, I guess I am logged in. What did I watch last night? I was watching something that was good. Oh, I was watching Perks of Being a Wallflower, but that's not really a comedy. That's kind of like that's not really a comedy. But I hadn't seen that in a long time. Working Moms is pretty good. Working Moms is kind of like a comedy. I was watching Dave Chappelle. I'm looking at things that I watch, and there's no comedies. I always watch like dark ass mysteries and shit. Who's my favorite comedian? I mean, Dave Chappelle is probably like he's one of my top dudes right now. But then again, I don't know what movies are in Canada Netflix, so I don't know. See No Evil. You talking about Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder? Oh, stand-up, yeah. Dave Chappelle's last stand-up was flawless to me. Chris Rock, Tambourine is flawless. Those are hella funny. I also watched the documentary about Kevin Hart. It's not like a comedy, but he's funny, so you know what I mean? Louis C.K. Yo, Louis C.K. is banned, man. You said Canada Netflix is definitely worse than yours. I don't know. Every time I go to Canada, it's just different. So you're probably used to it. But when I go to Canada and I look on Netflix, I was like, oh shit, look at all these movies. And then I save it. And when I get home, they're like all gone. They're all disappeared. Yeah, Louis C.K. is... Yeah, we was... Me, Jaren, and Echo, when we were on tour, we were listening to some Louis C.K. stand-up. It was some shit that was like, it was just on YouTube. It was just like somebody filming it. It wasn't like one of his specials. That shit was pretty funny. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Mario. Thank you, man. Thank you. I just started watching this one show. It's kind of bad, but it kind of kept my attention. The Reckoning. I was watching that on Netflix earlier or yesterday. Do I have an engineer I work with? Yeah. My engineer that I work with out here in the Bay Area is Black Dre on Instagram. And then my engineer that I work with on the East Coast is producer MC Matt Cody. So those are my guys that I work with. You know. But since I'm at home, I've been recording myself, and I just send it to... and then also, all the stuff I do with Decap, he likes to mix it. So I let him mix my vocals. So shout out to Decap. All the stuff I record with him, he usually mixes it. Oh, yeah, you ain't... That season 4, you ain't getting that no time soon. But that Snowfall season 4 is coming up, I'm hearing. All right, Low Shack. I'll at you later. Concrete Rose, what up? Yeah, Snowfall is fire, man. There's that movie I watched the other day, All Day and a Night on Netflix. Yo, that movie is fucking fire. Altered Carbon? What is that? That's a show? Is that like a sci-fi? Because the Bay Area, I'm gonna tell you, it's just there's a lot. I mean, the Bay Area does get. It's just not New York, which is the most populous, dense city in the world, which is where everything starts, and it's not L.A., which is Hollywood, which is where the entertainment industry is. So the Bay Area, we have a lot of dope artists, a lot of talent, but it's just not it's not as major of a city as the East Coast cities or as LA. So people when you meet people from other cities and you tell them you're from the California, the Bay Area, they just think everything is LA. So it's just the way it is. It's futuristic. It's really okay. Maybe I don't. It's futuristic stuff. I tried to watch Devs and I was just like, if you say it's good, I'll give it a shot. You know what I mean? I'll give it an episode or two. But futuristic stuff. My problem with futuristic stuff is that it has to feel like it's real. You know, it can be futuristic, but it has to feel real. Oh, Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, I was gonna watch that at the movie theater. I never got a chance to go see it, so. Last night I was up late watching Cheech and Chong. My favorite I love Interstellar. I'll come back to that. But my favorite Cheech and Chong movie is Nice Dreams. I love that fucking movie for some reason. Interstellar is one of my favorite. Like, Interstellar might be my second favorite. Like, my first science fiction movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's my favorite movie, period, of all time. But Interstellar is dope, man. I love Interstellar. I like Gravity. I mean, that's not really science fiction, but... And FX, Snowfall, I mean, TV shows are hard for me, man. It's hard for me to get into TV shows. Where am I located? I'm in California, man. Bay Area. What up, Australia? Yeah, Interstellar is one of my favorite. I mean, Christopher Nolan is a beast. Funny thing is, like, me and my dad, my dad doesn't smoke weed. I've never smoked weed in my life, but since I was a kid, me and my dad, we just loved Cheech and Chong movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a kid, like, he always would just, like, we would sit down and watch Cheech and Chong movies. What is my all-time favorite movie? I always say this, my all-time favorite movie is 2001. 2001 Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick. That movie is just like, every once in a while they play it in the theaters, and I go watch it in the theater. You know what I mean? Just to see it on the big screen. Like, you got to watch it on the big screen. Would I ever do a song with Joyner? Yeah, sure. I mean, I've done a song with Joyner and Jaron Benton before. Myself, Jaron Benton, and Joyner Lucas. It was Jaron's song, so it's called Tech in the Church. So go check that out if you haven't heard it. Yeah, it's a lot of people can't get into it, but it's one of those movies. Like, when I was a kid, I was just like, what is this? And then when I got older, I just loved it, and I like literally watched it like so many times. It's like 3 hours long too. Peace to Uganda. Yeah, that Hitchhiker's guy, it's not really my thing. Yeah, I like Training Day. I fuck with Training. I mean, anything with Denzel is going to be decent. You know what I mean? But I fuck with Training Day. I fuck with Training Day. My other favorite movie, I said this before, Pulp Fiction. Those are my, you know what I mean? Doctor Strangelove. You like Marvel movies? Oh no, I already talked about that last night. Get those movies out of here. Jim Carrey's Liar Liar. I mean, yeah, man, those are like funny movies. Color Purple. Oh yeah, Color Purple's a classic. If you like Color Purple, try that. There's a show on Netflix about Madam C.J. Walker. So just type in C.J. Walker, and it's a really, I mean, it's not great, but the information, I liked it. I found it really good. It's about you can just go to Netflix and type in C.J. Walker. If you like Color Purple, you like that. My favorite comedian of all time is probably Eddie Murphy, because that's just like what I kind of grew up on. But Dave Chappelle is probably my top comedian. Dave Chappelle is like, he's just funny, man. Like, I've met him before. He's just like, his energy is just funny. Yeah, I heard you told me Waco was good. So other people can tell. I'm gonna try to fuck with Waco. I think I'm gonna give that a shot. Right now, I've been watching The Reckoning. I just like stuff when people go missing and stuff like that. I like shows when you just like trying to figure out. You know what I mean? I can't wait for Eddie Murphy come back. Love Goodfellas. I've been at clubs here in the Bay Area back in the day, and I've seen Dave Chappelle just pull up on a skateboard and walk in the club. Like he used to just always be out here in the Bay Area. Yeah, I tried to watch The Sinner. I wasn't into it. I didn't like the way it looked. I told you, I just didn't like visually the way it looked. I wasn't into The Sinner. True Detective. That's my favorite television show of all time. Favorite series. It's just season 1. The rest of them is season 1 True Detective, the best. You up writing a paper on the causes of income inequality in America? Oh, I remember those nights in college. Writing 15-page, 20-page, 40-page papers. That Team Backpack cipher with Sci the Prince. Yeah, that cipher. I majored in African American studies. That cipher with Sci-Hi. A lot of people like that. So I was terrible in that cipher. To me, I was. So I'm gonna tell you that happened. What that was like 2016, and that was during Ramadan. During that time, so I was traveling to New York. So obviously I wasn't fasting, but I traveled the day before. So even though I wasn't fasting, I still my energy was just like really low, and it was really hot. Like it was really hot in New York. And I just, even though I got it done, I wasn't on point. So I didn't really feel good, but people like it. So I'm glad people like it. Um, Lee likes Sean says, "Why are you so mean?" I don't even know what that means. What do you mean? Who am I mean to? You're kind of an idiot, Lil Sean. I remember you. You were leaving like posts on my page. So yeah, you're kind of trash, bro. But I'm not gonna block you because I want people unless you say something offensive to somebody else or say something offensive, then I try not to block people. But you're trash. You just and you want an acknowledgement, so I'll give it to you. But yeah, I majored in African American studies. I think you the one. I think you were leaving comments on stuff saying silly stuff on my. If that's not you, I apologize. But if it is you, then you know what I'm talking about. How do I deal with performance anxiety? I don't really get performance anxiety too much. I mean, I get it, but that's not really an issue. I mean, sometimes I have general anxiety. Um, but I meditate, I pray, I talk to people. But when it's like something I have to do, like perform or something, I just focus in on it. I just like, hey, I'm just gonna focus in and do the task of what I need to do. Um, but usually, if I am feeling anxious, I try to talk to everybody. Like if I go to a certain place and I know I got to perform or do a freestyle or something, I just try to talk to everybody in the room. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? You know what I mean? Just kind of like take that ease off of me. Like that's something my father told me. He's like, hey, smile, talk to everybody. He said my grandfather was like that. So I try to learn from those things. You know what I mean? Just I try to go in. So if I'm feeling like anxious, I just be like, shake hands with everybody in the room or shake like, hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, yeah, um, somebody wants to go live. Yo,
What's up, baby?
what's going on, dog?
Man, what's up? Man, I had no idea this actually happened. I'm terrible with technology.
Okay.
But yeah, no, honestly, yeah. I have no idea this actually happened. But much love, one job less to you for one. Um, yeah, I'll just press some buttons right here. I just my homies around my parts here in Boulder told me to get on the old Instagram thing and start doing my passion for music and shit. And I've been writing poems since I came out the womb, man.
Okay.
Had a long, crazy life with military and all this stuff that I woke up one day and I ended up doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the only motherfucker over there in Afghanistan dancing with the ANA. Like,
Mm.
Johnson, what are you doing? I'm like, man, I love this life. I love this culture and that.
Mm. Mm.
Um,
That's what's
so,
up.
yeah, for sure, man. I've done a lot of open mics and all this, but it's been hard for me to kind of get out there and just kind of let go, let me be me,
Mm-hmm. Well, man, first of all, I appreciate you reaching out. I don't know if you're asking for any advice, but I would say, you know, you just gotta follow what's in your heart, man. Figure it out. Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes you just got to get up there. And the first time I rapped, it was just something that I like to do. And as
yeah,
I did, and as I did more of it, I found out it was something I really like to do. Then I fell in love with it. So it was never about anything other than just me expressing my love for the art form because I
sure.
love. So I think once you follow that and you stay consistent with that, it'll lead you in the right direction in life, period. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. No, I heard that. Much love on that. And yeah, it's more of just I've been through a lot of different careers and all this. Like I say about myself, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I can go to any part of the atmosphere, any part of the world, and I will get right in there because I love humanity and culture like no other. And I get along. I mean, everywhere I go, like, damn, Wes, you need to be the one right there. I'm like, word. Like, I connect with people like no other, and I don't know. It's been an inspiration to listen to you and see where you're at right now with all these times that we're having going on right now. You know, same things like Grouch and Eli and all that, and obviously, like, I'm supporting this Brother Ali being like Brother Ali. I've been listening to him and supporting him since like back in the like early 2000s. Like,
So
he knows a lot of my stuff, you know, letter from the government and all this stuff. And I've had a lot of suicides and overdoses from a lot of my military guys. And I try and branch that out in a different way and like take my life travels to culminate people to come together, you know.
well, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you found your passion and what you want to do. You keep doing that, and I wish you the best, man. I wish you the best, my brother.
Much love to you, man. I appreciate you responding on all this. I have no idea how this even happened. I was just pressing buttons. I'm serious. I don't even understand technology, but
it's all love, man.
Hey, man, it's all love to you as well, man. Stay up and stay cool out there, dog, and keep inspiring. All right.
All right, dog. Shout out to that brother. What's up with everybody, man? Just wanted to say salams, peace, my brother. Salam. How it goes there, Lock? It goes well, man. It goes well. You know, just up drinking water, snacking since it's Ramadan. Do I have a next track idea? Oh yeah, I got a new track coming, man. I told you, I got a lot of music I've been working on. So yeah, man, I got a new track coming. Yeah, man, I like this IG, man. I get to connect with you guys and talk. Uh, yeah, I'm a picky bee. I mean, it just all depends on my mood and what I'm in the mood to do and what I'm, you know what I mean, like what I'm trying to accomplish. Somebody said, "What is Ramadan?" Ramadan is a month that Muslims we fast. We don't eat or drink water from sunup to sundown for 1 month, and the month is called Ramadan. What is my opinion on Token? Dope. That's my homie. I love him. He's a good, great guy. Super talented. Yeah, the tracks are coming, man. I've been working a lot. So I didn't put out any new music last year. I mean, I put out my album at the end of 2018, but 2019 I was on the road. So at the end of 2019, when I finally was done touring, and all this year, I just been writing and recording, writing and recording. So I'm going to give you guys a lot more new music. Do children do Ramadan? I think no. I think once you get like 15 or 16, then you can do it. Do I see a song in the near future with Token? Possibly. That's the homie. Like, I have a lot of respect for him. I know he has respect for me. So, if the time is right, the right track. And I've been talking to Knox, his producer, me and Knox. So eventually we're gonna work on some stuff. Hopefully when the world opens back up again. What if you're sick or pregnant? No. You don't fast if you're sick. Do I write? No, I write in my head. So I'm writing all day, like nonstop. But I usually don't write late at night though. Like my mind is kind of tired. I'm usually writing in the day. You know. For someone who overthinks, you don't seem super enthusiastic. Is that just your tone? I don't even know what that means, man. I don't mean in a bad way. I'm just an anxious people who I don't really understand that. um, yeah, I think what do Muslims do in Alaska? Yeah, because sometimes Alaska, I think they go by calculations. Because yeah, you wouldn't be able. I mean, you couldn't. I think I asked that one time. I think you go by calculations because sometimes the sun doesn't set. So maybe you might calculate it like when the sun starts to set, because the sun starts to set, it just never fully goes down sometimes. You know what I mean? Uh, Illuminati. Oh yeah, I'm gonna upload that project on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff, and Google Play pretty soon. Labyrinth. I think it's time. Am I familiar with RJ Payne? Of course, man. That's the homie. Philadelphia. Incredible, incredible spitter. Uh, DJ Plus, I appreciate it, my brother. Uh, what do you say? I don't seem too enthusiastic. I don't understand. What does enthusiasm? What do you mean? Why I don't understand why you're equating with enthusiasm with anxiety or anything like that. I don't understand what you mean. I think you're not using the right word, possibly. I see you on live all the time and you don't seem enthusiastic. You mean I don't seem anxious or yeah, I think you're overthinking right now. I mean, what do you mean overthinking? I'm supposed to be like, hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, that would be fake. I mean, I'm smiling. I'm happy to chat with you guys, but I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was weird to me. So I was in Canada. I did a show up in Prince Edward, Canada, or Prince George, somewhere up in British Columbia in Canada, like northern BC. And because I knew we flew into Vancouver, then we flew up there, and I took a nap and woke up, and it was light outside. And then the promoter called and said, "Hey, Lock, we're coming to pick you up." I was like, "What do you mean? I thought I wasn't going on till like 11 p.m." He was like, "Yeah, no, it's 10:30." I was like, "What?" And I was like, "But it's still light outside." He was like, "Yeah, man, it doesn't really get dark until like midnight." I was like, "What?" So basically, it was like 10:30, 11 p.m., and it looked like it was like 4:30 in the afternoon. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, it fucked my brain up. I was like, yo, this is fucking weird. So, yeah, that not having the sun, cause yeah, so it was during the summertime, so the sun it stayed the sunlight out for hella long, so it was weird. You're getting me that what I'm getting from you is that this is you happy. Um, yeah, I guess, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm generally a positive, happy person. You know, I mean, I try to stay that way. I try to train my mind to think that way. I think that a lot of people have anxiety to some level. You know what I mean? We all have different type of anxieties. We have different ways of thinking, dealing with it, and I just try to take mine from moment to moment. From you know what I mean? Some days I'm cool, and some days I'm a little bit down, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Um, but Mike Tyson is not about to box again, man. I mean, he might do some charity stuff, but he's not about to box again. Mike Tyson is not about to box again. It's not happening. He is way too old, but he's a beast. I mean, I saw that video, but doing those type of things, drills and stuff like that, is a lot different than actually boxing. Now, I think Mike Tyson can beat a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's not like professional boxing. I don't think he could do that right now. He's just, he's just an older guy. Going 12 rounds or something, maybe like 3 rounds for like a charity celebrity. I mean, he's a beast. He's Mike Tyson. What helped me further my vocabulary and my bars? I mean, I don't know, man. Just life. I mean, I did go to college, but I don't know. I mean, just life. Pay attention, listening to people, trying to learn things. But I don't think, I don't know. Nah, you good, JP. You good. You said, no, that wasn't a charity event. That was an exhibition. But it was a full fight though. I like to work with a lot of people. I mean, of course, the legends, DJ Premier, Dr. Dre, people like that, Alchemist, Havoc, RZA, um, more current people. I mean, I love Hit Boy. Hit Boy is one of my favorite. Boy Wonder. I think those guys are incredible. Who influenced me? I talked about that before, but my sister was an MC. I watched her growing up. You like Earl? I don't know who you're talking about. Earl who? Who's Earl? Shout out to C Lance. C Lance is a beast. Shout out to Diabolic. Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah, I think Earl Sweatshirt is cool. I'm not like a huge Earl Sweatshirt fan. He's not somebody I listen to be like, oh, you know what I mean? But he's cool. I mean, would you ever do an album with Rich Rocka? Album? I don't know. I would do it, but I mean, Rich Rocka. I know him as your boy. That's the homie. He's from the Bay. So, I think we definitely could do some music together. But a whole album, I mean, I don't know. You gotta be a little familiar with. I mean, you gotta kind of build a relationship, a little bit more of a relationship, to do a whole album with somebody. Do I listen to Mac Miller? I did a song with Mac Miller. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. My biggest memories while dealing with Frontline. Well, Left is my best friend, so my memories are more just like personal memories, not just like But I guess maybe hearing our song on the radio for the first time. You know what I mean? That was like a big deal. Like, damn, our song, or performing at Summer Jam. You know what I mean? KMEL Summer Jam and 94.9 Bomb concerts. Those were, or having our album release party. That was pretty big. The song is called Time Flies. Just type in Locksmith and Mac Miller. It'll pop up. So am I going to continue? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do that from time to time. I'm not going to do it every time. But I'm not posting any more of the quarantine challenges right now. I'm trying to do it for like 3-4 days. It's been about a week. So, who's my favorite Wu-Tang member? GZA. Liquid Swords is Liquid Swords, man. Liquid Swords is incredible, man. We had plenty of conscious hip hop. There's plenty of conscious hip hop. What you think about Tech Nine, Strange Music? Tech is the homie, man. He's incredible. He's one of the greats. That dude is a pure rapper, pure artist. Using this music shit to get inside your pubic strip. Damn, bitch, you stupid thing. Yeah, that was one of my bars. Somebody said conscious hip hop is a fraud. Oh man. Sometimes staring at this computer screen just kind of makes me. Do you spit on any mic, or is there a specific one you like more? I mean, I have a Neumann mic. That's what I use here. Then in the studio, I use the Sony. Forget what it's called. It's a pretty expensive mic though. But it really comes down to the mixing. As long as it's a good, decent mic, the mixing is very important. As long as the mic isn't just like some completely shitty mic and you have a nice interface, a nice compressor or something, you'll be good. No, Norman is what I do, but it's really the mixing, like I said. Norman is very solid. Would you rather follow a dream or a meme? Said in my country, it's 10 a.m. Okay. How do I go about getting you a few beats? It's not hard to find, man. You just gotta look. You found me here on IG Live. Yeah, man, it just all depends, man. You got to get it mixed. Of course, you want to have a good, decent mic where you can get some clean audio. But then it comes to the mixing. And it all depends on what kind of sound you're going for. So, you know. Sometimes, I mean, it all depends. It's a balance. I'm a competitive person, but I don't think I'm overly competitive. But sometimes you need a little competition to fuel you. You know what I mean? But I don't think it should be your sole inspiration. Like there is an art to it. So, but different. Some people, it all depends. Every individual is different. I get a lot of people hit me with beats. I just randomly listen to stuff. You know what I mean? People email me. I just randomly listen. I mean, sometimes I find shit that I end up using. You know what I mean? You know. But a lot of the times the beats are just people think their beats are dope, but they're just not there. You know what I'm saying? But I know everybody's trying to get noticed, trying to get. If I ever, I would collaborate with anybody if it. I mean, who's a no name? What does a no name mean? It doesn't matter. If you're dope, you're dope. So on God beat is dope. Decap produced that, man. Homie Decap. Uh, what's your favorite song at the moment? Not yours. Ugh, I don't know, man. I haven't been listening to too much. I haven't been listening to too much, man. Because I've been writing and working on stuff, so I haven't really been listening to too much. I mean, I listen to Drake's album. I listen to Ari, the Rugged Man's album. I listen to John Connor's album. Um, those are some dope albums. Am I the new Nipsey Hussle? No, I'm not trying to be Nipsey Hussle. Well, I don't tell nobody that stuff sucks, man, because everybody's opinion is different. Sometimes, the most shit that you think sucks ends up being the new shit that everybody loves. So, I mean, it's all just opinion, man. It's all preference. Forest and Fire, yeah. Shout out to Webby, man. Webby is so dope, man. Webby inspires me. Just his work ethic, how he's able to create. and keep it moving and grow his brand and grow as an artist. And he puts hip hop first, and he's one of the most humble guys in the world. So I just have nothing but good things to say about Chris Webby. He's just a fucking as far as an artist and he's just a good guy, man. It's inspiring, you know. I love being around people like that. But yeah, man. I just wanted to get on here and say what's up. Yeah, say what's up with y'all. Would I collab with Tom McDonald? I'm not really into Tom McDonald, man. I'm not really into him, you know. There's paperwork on Webby. What are you talking about, man? Webby is not a gangster. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What do you mean Webby is a ratted? Well, Webby's not a gangster. He doesn't claim to be a gangster, so I don't know nothing about that. What's the first place you would like to visit after quarantine? The movie theater. I love going to the movies, man. As you can see, I'm a movie guy, so when I'm home, I'm not on the road. I go to the movies like once a week. You know what I mean? Whatever's new, whatever I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? So that'll probably be one. Well, the first place I'm gonna go is go hang out with my dad because I miss my dad. Uh, you know what I'm saying? I've been staying away from my dad because he's older. But it's getting to that point. I'm like, Dad, I miss you. I gotta come see you. You know what I mean? So I think I need to eat some fruit, man. I'm hungry. Big up some Newcastle. What up, New? I want to been to Newcastle before. You want to hear a weird story about Newcastle? So we did a show. I did a show at some like bar, but they had like a performance place in the back, and they wanted us to, and it's Newcastle. We were staying in Sydney, but we had a show in Newcastle, and it was like, oh, we have a place for you guys to stay because they have like rooms above the club where we were performing. So they was like, that's where we're staying. And I was like, I don't want to stay here. I want to get a hotel. And they were like, there's no hotels around here. All the ones they do have are all sold out, blah, blah, blah. But we have this room, you just stay there. So go to the room. The room is disgusting. I'm like, I don't want to I'm not even going to sleep in this place. I'm just going to perform, stay up all night, maybe take a nap and get the fuck out of here. So I drop my bags off. I go to the bathroom and there's like all these like drag queens. I'm like, what the fuck? So there was no private bathrooms. It was like community bathroom. Like everybody had to like share the same bathroom. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like in there using the bathroom with all like these drag queens. It was a trip. So basically there was like a drag queen event that was there earlier. And all the drag queens were staying at the because I was like, what the fuck? Am I in here with a woman? Like, did I go in the women's bathroom? But it was like drag queen. So it was weird. But that was Newcastle. That place was that I was like, yo, that I mean the venue was cool, but the place to sleep was a shithole. It's like, yo, I basically I slept on top of the covers with fully clothed, and I like napped for maybe like 2 hours. Then I was like, I woke up at like 6 a.m. Like, yo, let's go, we gotta go, guys, let's go. And then we all hopped in the car. The drag queens were cool. Like they came and partied with us. Like after the show, like when we were performing, they had like a little club, like a DJ spinning, but the drag queens was like all hanging out with us. So it was cool. PTSD is a dope song. Yeah, that's a dope song, man. Fuck with that song. Uh, all right, y'all. I think I'm about to get off of here. What is it, like 1:19? Get me some fruit, eat some strawberries, drink some water, watch a nice little movie. And yeah, man. I just wanted to check in with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's doing well. I know the country is starting to slowly open back up, so everybody be safe. Um, you know, protect yourselves. And I'm up out of here, y'all.